Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday to everybody. My name is Erin from Juniper and Oaks, and I am excited to go live with you and chat about the Crochet Gallery Magazine. If you are watching lives, everyone say hello, hello, hello. And if you are watching the replay, just leave a comment below that says replay. So like I said, my name is Erin from Juniper and Oaks. I'm a crochet pattern designer, and I have teamed up with my friend Helen of Sunflower Cottage Crochet, and we have created the Crochet Gallery Magazine. Now, the Crochet Gallery Magazine is a beautiful digital magazine. It's all online. So the Crochet Gallery Magazine, it's called. I've put a link in the bio, so you can go and click that, and then definitely read all about it. There's the link in the caption. And what's included are 6 exclusive crochet patterns, and they can only be found currently in this magazine. You can see a couple of them here, the 3 of them that I designed. My Elizabeth sun hat, and this Rainbow Dreams blanket, and also the Summertime Shell project bag. Isn't this fun? This one to me looks exactly like Easter. What do you think? Let me know if you're watching which one of these, the hat, the blanket, or the bag, which one is your favorite, and which one are you going to get in the magazine? So I designed these 3. I had never designed a hat, and I'd never designed a bag before. You might know me. I love designing blankets. But I've never designed a hat or a bag before, so this was a really fun challenge for me. I wanted to create summery, springtimey patterns, that you would want to crochet for summer and spring, and you would also want to use. So I got the sun hat and bag, and then this blanket, it's not so big. It's kind of like a personal picnic blanket. And I'm really excited because I think Helen's going to pop on here in a bit and chat with me. I got the timing wrong today. For some reason, I thought this was supposed to be at 11:30, but it's at 11. So some of you might be confused as well why I was late. But then I confused Helen as well because I was like, okay, I'll see you at 11:30. And she's like, anyway, here we are. We're just running a little bit late. But hello to whoever's watching live. And again, to those who are watching the replay. We are talking about the Crochet Gallery Magazine. Make sure you head to the link in the bio, link in the caption rather, and you can learn all about the Crochet Gallery Magazine. I've talked a little bit about my 3 patterns that are in this digital magazine. Does she love my hat? I'm going to have Helen pop in here and we can talk about her patterns as well. I think she's here.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hello. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Well,
you should have told me that we were running late. No, I was early or late. What was I? Anyways.
No, I just figured you changed the time. Bless you.
Sorry. I have this in my ear. Do you hear me differently?
No, you're fine.
Okay. I thought I was in my earplugs, but we're just on my phone. How are you doing today, Helen? Can you say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody. I'm doing quite well today, thank you. I had a little bit of a moment earlier and suddenly found myself having a nap.
Sounds like you really needed the nap.
Yeah, I think I did because I'm feeling a lot more awake and cheerful now.
You feel like a lot more like yourself?
Yeah. So for me, that's very unusual.
Wow. I took a nap yesterday. That was nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need a nap.
Yeah. No, it's been a long week this week. both myself and my daughter have had some germs, so that's been
Oh,
quite fun.
yes. Are you feeling better?
Oh yes. Oh
Good. I'm happy to have you on here to talk about the Crochet Gallery Magazine.
yes.
This has been such a fun project to do with you.
It was, and it was so much fun when we actually got to meet up in Colorado and do like a little mini photo shoot for it all as well.
It's true. If you can tell by your accents, Helen and I are not from the same place. I live in East Tennessee, and we got back there. And Helen lives in UK, and we were able to meet up in April, was it?
Yes.
In Colorado. Yeah. So if you buy the magazine, or even if you just go and to the sales page and look at the pictures, you can see that we were together in person with all of our designs, meeting in person, and it was fabulous.
It was. It's always a little bit surreal, isn't it, when you meet somebody that you talk to quite so often. I mean, we quite often have conversations, don't we, over Facebook, video and things like that. So to be able to actually physically hug you was just awesome.
Oh, it was so good. And we got a little photo shoot together, and we got to use other crochet designers as models for our designs as well. It was so much fun. Yes. I shared a little bit about at the beginning of my video before I had you on about my 3 patterns. I have the what did I call this? The summertime shell bag. It's like a good project bag. Using the shell stitch in the round. And then my Elizabeth sun hat, this pink beauty. I didn't say, it's kind of got this larger bucket in case you wanted to like make more of a fedora cowboy hat thing.
Oh,
that. You could do that, or you could pull it down so that it stays on your head and doesn't fly off. I feel like sun hats, like if you're like on a boat or out where it's windy, like sun hats just get like caught and they're like, doo. This one's nice and snug. And then I have my Rainbow Dreams blanket here.
Yes.
You want to tell everybody about your patterns that are in the magazine?
Okay. Well, I have my wrap first. So this, I'm really sorry because I'm on my desktop. I can't really move it back. But this is the stitch that's on my Gentle Waves wrap. It's really pretty. It looks really delicate, but actually it's not that tricky to do. These stitches here are a double crochet 5 together, but that's the trickiest stitch that's on there. The rest of them are all double crochets and single crochets. And the ends, I haven't squared off the ends for this one, so you get a nice wavy end. But isn't it just so delicate looking? I used Corbu Trubu. Is that right? Lion brand Trubu.
I've never used that before.
No, I have to say, I found it quite difficult to work with because it kept splitting a lot. Because I wanted it to look fabulous. I mean, it feels fabulous. It's got a little bit of weight to it, but it's not too heavy. But you can see, sorry, I have to move the wrong way to the way I can see myself on the screen. But you can see there's just lots of shape and movement to it.
Yeah.
So it is really beautiful when it's worked up. And I have to say, it was probably worth the frustrations of having to keep frogging sections because it was splitting a little bit. And it blocked really well as well.
It's gorgeous. And let me just say, as someone who's touched it in real life in person, it just feels like butter. Feels magical.
It does. It's got a lovely soft, not quite squishy, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's Trubu from Lion Brand.
Yes, Trubu from Lion Brand. But if you're a new crocheter, maybe try it with something a little bit different to start with. If you're in the UK, a nice comparable yarn would be Stylecraft Naturals bamboo and cotton mix.
Okay.
I use that a lot in my garments. I used it for the Heidi tee, the pink one that's in the magazine, and that has a lot of similar qualities to what the True Boo does, but
Okay.
it doesn't split when you work with it.
Doesn't split. Those splitty yarns.
So speaking of which, I'm really sorry. I should have put my white top on so I could model, shouldn't I?
Well, that's all right.
So this is the Heidi tee. Show you that.
I love that texture.
Isn't it beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
So I do actually have a wrap pattern that's free on my website that uses this stitch, but the tee itself isn't complicated. As you can see, there's no shape to it. It's 2 rectangles sewn together with
I could do that.
Yeah, a little bit of edging around the neck and the arms. To be fair though, I think the rectangular ones, they're so simple. They're great for people who have never made a garment before and want to give it a go, but they look so fabulous.
They do look good.
Yeah.
I think so as well.
And because they don't have like the shape, and you don't really worry about whether or not it's going to fit around your hips if you want a longer version. And it's so easy just to make it longer.
That's true.
I mean, you could easily make this, if I stand up, shorter.
Yeah,
so
you could have like a little crop top.
Yeah.
Halter top.
Longer to go to your hips without actually changing the pattern. You just change the length you crochet up.
That's true. For anybody who's watching, didn't you say that yours is the length it is because
I ran out of yarn when I was in America?
She ran out of yarn.
It was the last pattern that I was making, and you can't get the Stylecraft natural bamboo and cotton in America.
So did you finish it when you came to America, right?
Yes, we did. Just before we went to Colorado, we actually took a family trip to New York with my daughter and my in-laws, and we stayed there for a week or so. And that was really good. And I thought, I'm going to have enough. So I popped it all in my bag. And yeah, I got to America and I didn't quite have enough to finish.
You say that, but I mean, I think it works. It's not like, you made a revealing too short, something wrong. It's just.
No, I could have done with just an extra skein. I did have a white and I tried to add a white section to the top, but because the image that I had in my head, I just wasn't happy with it. Yeah. So I decided to go with a shorter version than what I would have ordinarily had. I would have ordinarily had another 3 inches on the bottom of each panel.
Wow. So that's, I think that goes to what you were talking about, how it's really customizable. You can make it short, you can make it long.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Again, I'm at the library. I feel like these days I'm always at the library doing my lives.
I'm going to start charging you rent shortly.
I know. My headphone thing wasn't working, so now it's just, I'm in a private corner, but I feel like someone's going to come over and be like, turn that record off.
Oh, bless you. And the third pattern that I designed for the magazine was the one you modelled for us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's got a lovely square neck. It's a summer. I don't know whether I can. Sorry, I'm going to try.
Let me take myself off here.
Of it. Oh. And I'll try and stand back.
Hold on.
So a little summer sweater. The neck isn't revealing actually when you put it on, so it does sit above the bra, and the arms are a nice length, but you can continue the arms and make them a bit longer. So if you like a 3/4, you can pop a 3/4 or a full sleeve on there if you want to use it for a winter and autumn pattern. But again, this one's made with panels. So you would make the front panel. Oh, sorry. We make the front panel, we make the back panel, we sew them together, and then we attach the sleeves at the end. So it's a really simple construction. There's nothing fancy about it, but it looks fabulous on. Let's see if I can find my, sorry. I'll find my little mannequin. This one I call Heidi. And I'll just pop the sweater on and you can kind of see how it looks. So once it's on, you can see that there's actually quite a nice, if I straighten that up, quite a nice little neckline there, a little bit different. And that, even though there's no shaping to the waist, it kind of shapes itself around the body. So it looks really, really quite pretty, and it kind of emphasizes the bust, but not necessarily the tummy. So yeah, so they're my 3 contributions to the first edition of Crochet Gallery.
I loved wearing that the sweater, the summer sweater, because like you said, like the neckline is a little bit different, and I don't know, I really like the pictures of me in them. I'm like, oh
yeah. And yellow is such a nice color, isn't it? I find yellow makes you feel happy when you're wearing it.
Yeah, I think that is. I did feel a lot better. Woo. But of course, you can make yours in whatever color that you want. What yarn did you use for your summer sweater?
For that one, I used. Now you're asking.
Mm-hmm.
It was King Cole.
Oh yeah, I think that's right.
It was a King Cole yarn. 2 seconds. I have some on my shelf.
Hi, Rhoda. Rhoda says, great job. Love the summer sweater, the yellow summer sweater. I know. I loved it too. If you want to see me modeling it, go to the link in the description, and then you can see me modeling the summer sweater.
King Cole Cherished. It says it's baby yarn, but you can use it for anything. It's DK, so it's fabulous for your summer makes. And it's got like a nice, it's not quite, how do you say it, mercerized?
I don't know what that means.
It's got like a bit of sheen to it, which is nice and soft, but it's still
squishy.
It's still a squishy one, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I talked about what I used for my patterns. I used all Lovecrafts paint box. For the blanket was the paint box Simply Aran weight, and I never used this yarn before, so I thought this was a perfect chance to try it. Can you believe that I never tried it before?
No, I'm like shocked and stunned. I use it all the time.
I understand. I know people use it all the time, but I don't know. I don't know why I have it. I mean, because I have to order it. But then these days I order like my groceries online, so I don't know why that's why that stopped me. Trying new things, maybe. I don't know. Then this one, is it still paint box when it's those cotton ones?
Yes.
Yeah.
The cotton version as well.
Yeah. So this is DK, and then I got the same colors as well. And these colors are supposed to match, but I think the acrylic versus the cotton made them look a little bit different. And maybe the yellow. I think the yellow is a different shade. But I really liked using them.
Yes.
Paint box. I think I'll probably have to order some more.
Yes.
Maybe not so fast.
Pringles. Once you've used them, you can't not use them.
Yeah. That's how I am.
You can't stop.
Once you pop, the fun don't stop. Okay. So you approached me like a year ago. Almost exactly a year ago.
Was it?
Yeah, I feel like it was. Maybe June last year or checked. I cut out. I think I cut out.
Just a second.
So I love sorry, I was reading a comment and I got the word love in my head, and that's not what I was trying to say. You approached me like a year ago to talk about this project. Did you come up with this idea? What made you think of starting the Crochet Gallery magazine?
I don't know. It was just one of those ideas that was just niggling and niggling and niggling until I had to do something about it. But I knew, because it was a magazine, what with all of the other patterns and all of the other commitments I had, that I couldn't possibly do that by myself. And also, in our line of business, it can be very isolating, can't it? It can be a very lonely business if you don't go out and find crochet designer friends that understand what you're going through, that can help you brainstorm. And, you know, so it's just lovely to be able to work with you.
Yeah, and you reached out to me, and I felt so honored to be one of your crochet friends that you wanted to start a magazine with.
Oh, I'm so pleased you said yes. I think it worked out really sweet.
I think so too. I think that our patterns go well with each other, and that we have like similar styles, but like different enough that, I don't know, I think that the patterns complement each other.
Yeah. So we end up having a little bit to suit everybody rather than just a particular niche where.
Exactly. Not just like, for me it'd be like pillows and blankets, but some nice, your summer sweater. I, went out of my comfort zone and designed a bag and a hat.
Yes.
I don't know if I could do a garment, but maybe I could. Get a tech editor and they'd do it for me. All the math and the whatever. But there's more coming. This is just issue 1. So we have more coming. Our next issue will be this fall sometime, or I think we have it like set on paper. So it's going to be, and it's going to be like Christmas fall themed.
Yes. I think you took Christmas, didn't you? And I took fall stroke Thanksgiving.
Exactly. I was looking around here because I'm working on one of the patterns currently, and I think it's gonna be good. So you have that to look forward to, but in the meantime, make sure that you purchase, you as in the audience, purchase the first issue, edition 1 of the Crochet Gallery Magazine. And right now it's only $10. That's not gonna be the price of issue 2, but if you get on our list, we'll mail you a coupon for the second one. So get it now, because then you get a great deal.
Yes. 6 packs for $10 is fabulous.
I think that's
the layout of the magazine as well. I'm really quite pleased with.
Yeah, you designed the layout, didn't you?
Well, kind of.
Or you had some help and then you kind of took over? Is that what happened?
Yes. I had somebody help me set up the page layout and things, and then I added everything that went into it.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think it turned out beautiful. And I like looking at it. I created a little slideshow flip book thing that you can look and see what the magazine looks like. I covered up all the pattern stuff so you guys can't like screenshot our patterns. But if you guys want to see what's inside, so you know what you're making, I have that on my YouTube so you can watch, flip through the pages, see what you're buying.
Patterns that are included in the magazine won't be available for individual sale until at least spring next year.
Yeah. So get them now. Buy the Crochet Gallery Magazine. $10. You get a hat pattern, a bag, a blanket, a wrap.
Yep, a wrap,
and a sweater,
and a tee.
And the tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still trying to decide what I'm putting in there for my Christmas issue. I've got 2 that are nearly done. And I'm like, the third one, I don't know, there might be 4. I might put in 4. I don't know. Maybe 3 or 4. I just can't, when you just can't decide. I can't decide anything. So I'm just like, oh, let's do it all.
Yes, that's the thing, isn't it, when you fall down that rabbit hole?
Yeah.
If I have got oodles of time, I can do this as well.
Who's got oodles of time? I find that I get in like a, what do we call it these days? Time blindness when it comes to like crochet time. You're like, oh yeah, just one more row. And then, oh, gracious.
Yes.
Oh, gracious, I got to pick my kid up from school. I've never forgotten my kid, just so you all know. But I have stayed up way too late past bedtime.
Yes, I did that the other night as well. I'm working on a corner Afghan for Talk Like a Pirate Day. So it's for the little boys, really. And little girls can have it as well. So it's a big pirate ship. But anyway, and I was just like, I'm going to keep going. I need to get to this corner. I need to get to the corner. I refuse.
Corner to corner patterns are tricky that way because when you start, your rows are like go really quick, and then by the time you get to the corner, I mean it can take a bit, and it takes much longer to do a corner row than it does to do your other rows.
Yes. Well, I find I can get up to the first corner in just over a day, usually for the size that I make. And then the next day, I'm like, I've got to get to the second corner. I've got to get to the second corner. But the problem is when you're a designer is that you've got so much computer work to do as well, because that can take up. It's amazing how much time that takes up.
I know.
The actual crochet time you get is hardly anything.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I come to the libraries to get like my computer work done. And like I could just sit down in the morning and then be like, oh wow, it is well into the afternoon and I've made a dent.
Yes. But then you look at your list and you think, I need to add that, and now I need to add that. And so it never actually gets smaller, does it?
Well, okay, besides the Crochet Gallery Magazine, what, and your Crochet Like a Pirate, or what is it? Talk Like a Pirate.
Sorry, that wasn't meant to be some shameless promo for that.
Oh no, I'm wanting you to promo. Like, what else are you working on? What's going on? If anybody's still watching us.
Well, for the summer, I've decided to take a step back from the events. If anybody here follows me, you'll know that I participate in a lot of events. I think in January, I released something like 9 new patterns in events. So all of those patterns were given away for free as well. So yeah, it's a lot of work. But I have I have made a list of all of the patterns that are sitting patiently waiting for me to be able to release, or designed and I just need to make, or that just need to go out to testers, and patterns that are ready to go. Shall I show you my list?
Yeah, let me see this list. I've heard about this list. Helen.
These are all of them, and these are more pattern ideas that I've been sitting on for ages. And some of these patterns have been sitting there for over 3 years.
Oh.
So it's like, okay, now I need to take a step back from those events and actually get some of these babies made.
Yeah. And I think that's good because these are patterns that they're not just like spring up in your mind. Like you've been thinking about these ones and making them, and like, I don't know, I feel like you have more of, I don't know, in my mind, like passion projects, right? Things that aren't necessarily like they have to be done, but that you just really like, and now you get a chance to actually bring them out into the world.
Yes.
On your own terms.
Yeah. So one of the patterns it's a wearable. It's in my wardrobe. I've made it. I've got proper professional photos taken of it.
You just need to release it.
Oh no. I need to write it up and get it out to testers. I've got it kind of written in note form, and I've got, half of it on. I just need to add the sleeves and be done with it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey ho. So what are you up to at the moment?
At the moment, I am. I'm like you. I've kind of taken a step back a little bit. Well, no, tomorrow I'm featured in one of your events in the Preemie Crochet Challenge. And then, I'm taking a step back because I'm trying to redo my website, moving from Squarespace to WordPress, and it's this big old process where I basically have to reformat all of my blog posts and like bring in my pictures again, and it's like a nightmare. But I need to get that done so that you guys can see the beauty of what it's going to be. And I think it'll be a lot more user friendly for the user. You guys on my website, will have a better experience. So I just got to get that done. So that's a lot of computer work. But I am crocheting for the Crochet Gallery Magazine, and then I'm hoping to do another mosaic crochet along this fall. I want to do it in September. I don't know if it's going to get done because it's already mid-July. And I don't have the yarn. So we'll see. I was hoping to collaborate with a yarn company on it, but I don't know. It's been like a week and I haven't heard anything. So I might just have to bite the bullet and buy the yarn myself. Like a big girl. I can do it. I just like getting free yarn.
Yeah. And your bookmark cal's really cute. I'm keeping an eye on that every month when you release your bookmark.
Thank you. Yes. So that's what I'm also doing that today after I get off this. I'm going to be scheduling videos and my newsletter to go out for the I'm like looking around because I always have all my crochet stuff with me. But there's the July bookmark will be released on Monday, July 17th. Yeah.
Have you got any hints about what that one involves? Because you tend to do different stitches and
Yep. So each bookmark, thank you for saying this. Each bookmark really goes with like different patterns that I have, and then uses like those stitch combinations to make up a little tiny little bookmark, so you can practice your stitches. In June, I had a magazine. I had another magazine feature. I was in the Crochet Foundry magazine for a granny square pillow, and the basis of the granny square was a granny circle. So the July pattern, I'm going to do like a granny circle, and it's going to have other flares on there, but so that's going to go with that. And that's all in preparation for next month is Granny Square Day.
Yay!
So I'm doing a granny circles pattern this time, and then in August I'm going to have a granny square pattern. And yeah, I really like the bookmark cow pattern because they're quick, easy makes. Anybody can join even just now and like crochet up all 6 or 7 that have been released so far, because there's a bonus one in there. And then just every month crochet up the next one. And it just really takes like 30 minutes. Each one has a free pattern on my website and a free video tutorial as well. So you can crochet along with me.
And they make great gifts as well, don't they? For like any age group. It doesn't matter how old you are.
Yeah.
A bookmark will never.
It's true.
Never appropriate gift, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And like, so I crocheted up like the first round was just like trying to create it to write the pattern, and then I crochet them again to make the videos. And so I have like 2 sets of these bookmarks, and I went and saw a friend over the 4th of July, like an old friend I hadn't seen for a long time. I'm like, I need to bring her something. Like, oh, I have like all these bookmarks.
Yeah.
So it worked really well. She was very grateful. She's like, oh, I know. I have these books and I just never have a bookmark. Like, here you go. Here's 2.
Yeah. I tend to make myself a load because I love to read when I'm not crocheting, although I haven't had much time for that lately. But every time I turn around, I can't find any because my daughter's pinched them. And I go and look on her bookshelf and she's got about 12 books that, like me, I'm with me whips. I need one whip. I'll work it, I'll finish it, I'll move on to the next one. I'm like that with my books as well. But Joy, and my mind just gets blown. I don't understand how she does it, but she reads so many books all at the same time.
All at the same time.
Happened, and I'm just like, okay.
I'm a little bit like Georgia. I don't have like so many. I usually have like 2. One's like a nonfiction book or like self-help, and then another one's a novel. And then there's like audiobooks in there too. Because they all have their place, right? Like sometimes I'm just not in the mood to read about how to help myself.
No, I can't get away with audiobooks
No?
because I tend to zone out.
Hmm.
Like I get distracted or I think, oh, I'll go and do this or I'll go and do. I'm not a person that can just sit.
Well, I
If
do it while I listen while I do other things, like while I wash the dishes. Like I don't think about washing the dishes. I just listen to my book. Yeah.
no, maybe I just overthink everything.
Or while you crochet.
Yeah, I think while I crochet as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dawn is on.
Hi.
Do you know Dawn?
Nope.
I was kind of wondering where she was because she comes on to all my videos. Yeah. I love Dawn. Are you reading anything right now?
No, I've just finished Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter.
Okay.
I have just discovered she's got a new one out, so I'm going to go to the bookshop when we're finished here and go and order that one.
Okay.
I've got a Philippa Gregory book sitting by my bed that I want to read as well.
Well, I hope you find the time to read them. I know you're just so busy with all your crochet stuff and sickness and being a mom and all the things.
Yeah.
But
No, I need to make a concerted effort to be able to just sit and enjoy reading. I used to go through books and books every week before I became a designer. It's like becoming a mum when you're a designer, isn't it?
yeah,
So much time and then suddenly it's all being taken up by a new baby.
yeah, it is. It's true. Patterns. Patterns are like your little baby, and your business is like your little baby. And I have definitely been that way recently. I mean, I became a pattern designer as I became a mom. Like for the two little ones. When the middle one was born is when I started designing. And so I had like 3 babies all at once. But it's been so fun learning to design. I have, because of, I think I started doing this cow this year because, well, the bookmarks were easy to make and design. So just like a quick little thing. And also, it's been my goal, like, for the last however many years I'm born, is like to read at least 1 book a month. Some years I like blew right past that, when I was single or no kids and all that. But I don't know when the last time I did that was. Audiobooks, yes. I used to work as a night shift nurse. And all of my hospitals were like 30-minute drives. So it would be like that hour to and from, like listening to audiobooks. But then, anyway, so started doing my cow. And now I'm on track. I've read 8 books so far, I think. Actual physical paper books.
Excellent. Sorry, I'm just distracting myself a little bit because I can't be the only one that sat here looking at your top thinking that would make a lovely crochet project.
I know. I do this too. I've done like it could be like a mosaic. Here, you want to take a screenshot? You can just create whatever you want with that.
Excellent. I do that. I'll see things, or I'll like. There was one day we were in a pub, and there was this gentleman stood at the bar with this really lovely knitted jumper on. I'm going to Richard. Oh, I like that. I could do that. So I was like discreetly trying to take my phone out so I could take a photo of it and not look like I'm like some weirdo.
Right. I did that with a new friend. We went out to eat together with a group. And I was like, oh, hi, I love your dress. Can I take a picture of that? Because it was like a pattern similar to this. And now we're good friends, but I kind of creeped her out a little bit. She's like, okay.
Yeah, never mind. At least I'm not the only weirdo.
Oh, no. Dawn says she loves our collaboration on the magazine and she wants to make everything.
Excellent.
Thanks, Dawn. Thank you. Very supportive. I love that. And you're also making the plants blanket as well. Yay, yay, yay.
I'm making a what, sorry?
She's making the plants blanket.
Okay.
Plants with yarn. Crochet along that you designed for as well.
Yeah.
It's over, but you can still crochet the book, the plants blanket for as long as you want.
It turned out really cute, didn't it?
It did. I love it. It's one that I have like hanging out in my house right now. People cozy up under it to watch a movie. Or last night my son was up in the middle of the night. He had like a bellyache or something. It's like, let's go to the couch under the blanket.
Oh, is it a new Poolie blanket?
Yeah, I think so. Everybody wants to go under it. And this one as well. People are always under this one. I mean, this is meant. I've been meaning to put this in my car. You want to see how this is hung up here? Is this on a chair under a garbage can? So I just offset the balance of the whole thing. Anyway, speaking of my son, I have to go pick him up here pretty soon.
Okay. Well, it's been lovely speaking.
Yeah.
Sweetheart.
Lovely speaking with you too. Everybody who's watched live or watched the replay, thank you so much for joining in. Make sure you check out the Crochet Gallery Magazine. Leave a comment below with whether you've purchased it or not. And then go ahead and purchase it if you have not. Dawn, great to see you. Rhoda as well, who's been commenting. We will chat with you guys later.
Thank you.